Hey everybody, welcome back to Hayes Tech and ROM Reviews. I've been asked on several occasions, whether it be in a blog or one of the threads that I attend or that I write in, one of the threads that I'm joined in with, or even on my Google Plus community. You always ask me, what's your device of choice? What's your daily driver? What phone do you use all the time? Before that was an easy choice. I would always say, well, hell, it was my Nexus 6. I mean, hands down. I wouldn't even question it. Now, here we are, 2019, and what phone do I carry with me every day now? My Pixel 2 XL. That's one of the two. I still carry my Nexus 6 all the time. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. You hit that notification icon to get a notification of my videos as soon as they're released. That way you don't miss any of them. I love it. It's got pie on it, which I hate, guys. I've made no bones about it in the past that anything above marshmallow I can't stomach. Now I run it. Usually I run nougat on my Nexus 6. I usually run 6 ROM. That is my ROM of choice. But lately I've been put into a position where I have to use my Nexus 6 as my only device. And I could have went with my Nexus 6P. I could have went with any of the devices that I own, you know, the Sony, any of my Motos, any of them. Again, guys, I carry this phone with me every day anyways, and I thought, hey, let's just dedicate everything I do to this phone. Videos, pictures, phone calls, MMS, you name it, you know, file browsing, web browsing, all of it is going to be done on my Nexus 6. And it's been going on now for a couple days. And where did I get, and how did I get to this position, and what made me decide to make this video? My wife also has a Pixel 2 XL. We kind of got ours together. She got the black one, and I got the Panda, which is the all white with a black strip on the top and a little orange plastic yucky ass button. Well, even though her phone was in a wallet type case, so it was completely surrounded, somehow, and we're pretty sure she didn't drop it, somehow her screen got cracked right at the top where the speaker grill and the camera sensor, you know, kind of converge. Her screen got cracked. Yes, we don't have a screen cover on it because the Pixel 2 XL is a very freaking hard device to get a screen cover or a screen protector on it. At least the kind I like to use, which are the HD glass versions. And that's one of the other reasons I don't like the Pixel. I just don't like it because it's too hard to get, number one, screen protectors for, and number two, I don't like the software on it. That could be a whole nother video. Anyways, I gave my wife, because she needed a phone while we sent hers in to get repaired, and you know, I decided, well, I could have gave her any of my devices, and I thought, well, instead of me giving her something that she wasn't used to using, why not just give her my Pixel 2 XL? I'm already using my Nexus 6 and love it. And that's what I did. I gave her my Pixel 2 XL. Now I am running with my Nexus 6 and my Nexus 6 only. This is my dedicated device. It's kind of weird not having two phones on me anymore because I'm used to having one on the dash, one in my pocket, or both of them, one on the dash and one on the window. That's how I normally run. I know that's weird, guys, but hey, I have a tech channel, Hayes Tech and ROM Reviews, so it can't be that weird for me to have two phones. So, in my experience so far of running the Nexus 6, I gotta say, I don't feel handicapped in the least. I love it. It's got a 5.9 inch, I call it a 6 inch AMOLED screen, which is a QHD, basically 2560 by 1440 pixels. We call it true, not quad HD, but better than 1080p. And a lot of us actually turned our phones down, not me, but some people turned their phones down to have a 1080p resolution to save on battery. I never did it. I love the way it looked right out of the box. It includes a 13 megapixel rear facing camera. It says with rear optical image stabilization in it. or OIS, surrounded by dual ring LED. Now I really never noticed the optical image stabilization in it, but I did notice that videos I take with this camera are fairly decent. And the reason I'm reading from this is I can't remember all the specs of all the different devices, but this one I love. And again, it has 2 LEDs surrounding in a ring surrounding that rear-facing camera. It has a 2 megapixel camera in the front, but still it takes 1080p videos, and it takes pretty damn good video at that. Again, the display, 5.96 inches or 151 millimeters, 16 by 9 aspect ratio, RGB or RGBG, AMOLED, 2560 by 1440, again QHD at 493 million pixels, whatever. The rear camera, it's a Sony IMX214 Exmor-R CMOS, 13 megapixel, again with OIS. It has an f2.0 aperture. The radios in it are compatible with 2G, 3G, 4G, LTE, GSM, and another. This is why I love this freaking phone. GSM, in the GSM categories, it's 850/900/1800. These are all the different frequencies, and /1900 megahertz. And the models, they go from, mine's the XT1103. I think there's an XT1100. The XT1103 is the Verizon, or I think the international version. Don't quote me on that. The only one of the downfalls is it does not have a micro SD card, but I use an OTG card reader like this. I plug it into the bottom. That allows me to throw either a USB, dongle, or an SD card or a micro SD card in there, and that extends my storage. I use it and it works great. Yeah, and again, the Nexus 6 does support that OTG, or OTG stands for USB on the go. The device came out with Android 5.0, which was Lollipop. That's when it was introduced, and they quit supporting it at Nougat 7.1.0, I think. I don't even think they went to 7.1.2. They might have, don't quote me on that one as well. Okay, now back to the processor. It has an 805 Snapdragon processor in it, and again, it keeps popping up in all the reviews that I'm reading here. It does have OIS, excuse me guys, that's optically controlled image stabilization. It does have 3 gigs of RAM. Again, the RAM management in the Nexus 6 is next to none, in my opinion. Guys, this thing will match a lot of the phones on the market. And you can buy these at Amazon. I think you can still pick these up for about $300. The 32 gig model, the 64 gig model is going to cost you about $350. A lot of them are refurbished. You can still get a brand new one though, okay? But the refurbished ones are selling for about $100 or $150. If you compare this phone with phones that are priced at that price point, this phone blows them out of the water. Even today, I compare this to my Nexus, or to my Pixel 2 XL, which has 4 gigs of DDR4 RAM. The Qualcomm 830, I think, there's the 835 processor, and guys, I don't remember that. Again, lots of devices floating in my head. This thing will play any game you can throw at it, and I mean any freaking game. I'm not a gamer, but my grandson uses this phone a lot when I'm not using it, and he downloads his games on it, and he plays for hours until the battery runs dead. I think it has a 3300 milliamp battery in it, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. Brand new with a good battery, up to 7 hours SOT. Me, for the way I use it, usually between 4 and 6 hours. Average about 5.5 hours SOT. I can still get over 4 hours SOT on it, and it still has the original battery in it. And guys, I am not one of those really rigid, stick to the manual, charging your battery type of guy. When I need to, I plug it in. Sometimes it's plugged in for a long time. It pops over 100%. I never let my battery run dead. I can't think of anything else to bring up about it. It's a metal constructed phone. It's all aluminum. The back is like a plasticky, leathery type thing that just, you could peel it off if you if you put a heat gun to it, which makes it easy to replace the battery. But it is very easy to put deep scratches in it. I always carry mine in a case. Again, it's all aluminum. I just love the feel. Even though it's a honking phone, it fits in the hand really nice because of that curved back bevel, or that, you know, that back curve on it. Again, it fits in the hand. I am running, what am I running? Man, Knit and Choby's gonna kick my ass. I am running, give me a second, Nitrogen. I'm running Nitrogen OS Pi on it right now, and it's working great. The only problem I've had so far going to Pi on the Nexus 6 is connecting to the Bluetooth in my truck. Every once in a while, it just won't connect. I have to power the phone down, power it back up, and power it up with the Bluetooth off, then turn the Bluetooth on, and, you know, look for my truck, and it'll connect. I don't really use Bluetooth a lot, so that doesn't bother me. I don't think NFC works in Pi. Again, don't quote me on that. Hotspot, that does work. This is something I use, I need every day, and it is working. I just love this phone, guys. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this phone is going to be just as relevant to me in 2020, if it's still around, if I don't break it first. So guys, between me shoving some videos in here and showing you maybe some outside footage and talking at you outside maybe to change the ambiance, throwing in some you know, some other footage of me making video with this phone and some other stuff. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. If you guys are subscribed, make sure you hit that notification icon next to the bottom. That will let you guys know whenever I release a new video, and I've been releasing a ton of videos lately. So that's all I have. I want to thank all my subscribers. You are the ones that make me keep doing this, and I really appreciate all your support, and I will see you on the next video.